Hello, church family and friends. This is the Morganton Baptist Church Weekly Ministry Review. I hope you're doing well, that you're safe, and that you're healthy, and that you're growing in your faith and knowledge of Jesus Christ. I am praying for you, for your safety and for your health, but also praying that you'll grow deeper in your faith in Christ. We are going to regather for a worship service beginning June the 14th at 11 a.m. Now, before we can do that, there are a lot of things that we have to do here in our facility to get our facility ready, but also we must abide by some very strict guidelines and procedures that are recommended to us by the CDC and the Georgia Baptist Mission Board. Let me read to you the guidelines that we must go by. The front doors of the auditorium building will be open at 10:45 and will remain open during the service. The front interior doors of the auditorium building will remain open during the service. Please use only the restrooms in the Sunday school classroom side of the auditorium building. Only one person at a time in restrooms unless there is an emergency. Please place your offering and tithes in the offering plate sitting on the Welcome Center desk. Bulletins will not be made at this time, but will very soon be made and given out, or actually they'll be placed where you can pick them up in your pews. Security team members and greeters will not greet you nor stand near the front doors. Individuals living in the same house can sit together on the same pew. Others can sit in the same pew but must be separated by no less than 6 feet. Please sit only in the pews that are marked for you to sit in. Please do not shake hands or hug one another. I know that's going to be tough because we are a very loving and welcoming church congregation, and we simply ask, don't shake hands and please do not hug. If you have symptoms of a cold, please do not attend. If you've been sick or have had a fever in the past week, please do not attend. The congregation will be dismissed by rows starting from the rear of the auditorium and working their way forward. Please keep a distance of at least 6 feet from one another, and that's about the length of 2 arm lengths. Sunday school for adults and children will remain suspended until further notice, but we hope to very soon be able to open up our auditorium for adult Sunday school class. The nursery ministry will remain suspended until further notice. However, parents can stay with their child in a designated room if needed. That means that a parent can take a child out and go to a particular room, won't be in the nursery room, but go to a particular room that we've designated for their use. Mountain Faith kids will remain suspended until further notice. Sunday evening services will remain suspended until further notice. One of the big issues that we face is that after we have a service in an auditorium, then the auditorium needs to be cleaned once again. And so I think right now, as we just start opening up our facility, it's too much to ask of our cleaning team to clean the auditorium once again on Sunday afternoon between the Sunday morning and the Sunday evening service. But very soon, we will be rejoining, gathering together for a Sunday evening service. The breakfast and coffee table will remain suspended until further notice. Please do not fellowship in the foyer or in the auditorium before or after the service. You may fellowship with one another in the parking lot before and after the service if you practice proper social distancing procedures. We want you to fellowship. We want you to speak and talk with one another, but we don't want you to gather and congregate in the foyer area because that's such a small, confined space. We really don't want you to congregate along in the rows of the pews either because it's such a small area. But you may congregate, talk to one another, and spend time with one another in the parking lot. We believe that's a better area because obviously it's a wide open space, unlike here in our auditorium and in our foyer. These are just some of the guidelines that we're asking you to be able to practice when you come here on June the 14th for our regathering service. We know this is difficult. It's a very trying time, but I'm asking for your patience and your understanding at this very time. We cannot become the church that is known and gets the reputation of being the church where someone gets the coronavirus. We want to be a church where people come and hear the message of the gospel and they get saved and they have a newness of life that they've never had before and not have any fear whatsoever of coming here and getting a virus or getting sick. We're also asking that if you have some extra time that you may want to volunteer to help our cleaning team be able to clean our entire facility. It's going to be a big job for the cleaning ladies to clean, beginning with the lower area of our education facility, cleaning each room, mopping the floors, and then coming up to the upstairs portion and cleaning each room very well, and then obviously coming into our auditorium and cleaning the rooms and cleaning the bathrooms. This is going to take quite some time, a lot of work. If you would like to volunteer to help, you can contact Nicole. In fact, you can come in here anytime during the week and by yourself, and you can follow some procedures that Nicole has for you and finish a task that she's written down. There will be a listing of work that needs to be done in our facility, and so you can come in and see what needs to be done, what's already been done, and you can take care of that particular work and then just sign off on it anytime during the week. And I'll be glad to let you in the facility to take care of that if you'd like to volunteer to help us cleaning our facility. I want you to pray for Mr. William Couch. He had a procedure back early portion of the year on his brain to take care of some of the issues he has with his hands. And it seems to be he is experiencing quite a few side effects from that procedure. He hasn't been able to work in over a month. He went to the doctor in Atlanta this past week, and they are going to be working with him to try to take care of some of the side effects. But you pray for Mr. William and pray for Gloria also. Pray for others in our church that are experiencing a hard time right now, difficulties in their lives. Many people are really worried and stressed out. They are worried about getting sick. They're worried about not being able to see their family and have to take vacations and things like that. You pray for a sense of peace, a sense of comfort. Pray for Miss Judy also. Pray for just comfort and peace in her life as she's begun a new season of life without her husband, Mr. James, who went to be with the Lord back in March. Pray that we as a church body come together and that we come together to worship, and that our first Sunday back will be a wonderful service, an exciting service. And then the services after that will be exciting, and people will come back refreshed with a newness of a sense of urgency to tell their salvation story and live it out. So I hope you'll have a good and a godly week. God bless.